Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. Alright, so today is my final garden video. We had 2 frosts. I think my potatoes died and my ginger. So I'm gonna turn you around. We're gonna get this video started. It's not gonna be that long because mostly everything is done, and then I'll give you a final tour of what everything looks like right now. So let's get started. Here's the potatoes that we probably gotta figure out whether or not they're any good. And then I have potatoes in 2 other areas that I'm not too sure. Those really got a really bad frost. The ones in this bucket look way better than the ones on the ground. So we're gonna do this in a minute, but first we're gonna do the ginger. Did I bring the container? No. So here's the ginger. I'll make you laugh. I ended up getting a new camera stand.
It stinks inside there.
A new camera stand, and I'm not sure it's gonna work for the camera because the camera is heavier than the stand itself. It's like a mini stand. So let's see what we got.
Gloves. Now
I don't know if you can be using. I don't know if you should be using those gloves because those are for school. Maybe you should go get your garden gloves.
Okay.
Oh, that's a rock. Not too shabby, no. Oh, it's a little baby ginger.
Ginger.
Look at my baby ginger.
Just give me 1 minute. I'm gonna be helping. In 1 minute. I'm trying to get these gloves on. It's a long time for gloves.
They're baby gingers.
Yeah, my gloves on.
Alright, this one is not that bad.
Let me see. The ginger. What did the ginger look like? Oh, baby ginger.
We got baby gingers.
It's okay. We have 2 babies.
Baby gingers. We should have left them in there, but
You should
it
have.
took forever.
Yeah, because it's too cold, right, Gaia?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be fall, but it actually feels like it's winter sometimes.
Alright, now we're going to do the potato.
I'll bring it.
Here you go. No, you hold this.
Okay.
So my garlic been curing, and I think it's all set. And I'm gonna trim up clearly the roots as much as I could, and this part I'm gonna leave it here to compost. Not sure if you guys can see that, but here we go. Check out all the cured garlic. Some of them are not that big, but good enough for me, that's for sure. Not sure how I like this stand, but potato time. All right. Alright guys, so that was it for those potatoes and the baby ginger. And my potato plants still had roots, so all I did is retransplant them here. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. Don't forget, I'm like learning here. So I just replanted the plants that were there with the roots and all and just plopped them in here. I'm hoping that throughout the winter they grow again. Then I had 3 plants here that grew, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna get any, but I did take out this plant and it had 1 big potato in it. So okay, I think I'm starting to love the stand because I just put you on top of the logs and you're sitting here perfectly fine like nothing, bro. Oh my goodness. All right, let's dig this one, see what we got. You dig the hole, JJ?
Huh? Yeah.
What happened? Here, I got another one for you. Here, with potatoes. You dig the hole? Yeah, but separate. Don't put them too close to each other. So I am putting the plants in the containers because, you know, just in case we end up leaving to Tennessee, I get potatoes in my container. My new tripod. Here, another one. Are they fitting in there?
No.
What?
Not that way.
They're not fitting in there? Are you sure?
I'm sure not that way for this.
Alright guys, so that was it. I had 3 here. If you guys remember correctly, when we dug up our first potatoes from the season, I took like a couple of potatoes that were really small and I stuck them in between just to see if my theory worked, and it worked. They replanted themselves and I actually got one. If I would have left it, I probably would have gotten more potatoes, but I ended up getting 1 potato from each plant. The one behind here had like 2 babies, so we stuck those babies in the big container. So 7 plants of potatoes, and this is everything I've got. So not bad. These potatoes would have gotten bigger if we would have left them longer, but I don't think I have time to leave them. So not too shabby. So we put all the same plants, because they have some good roots, into this one container, and hopefully maybe we'll get more potatoes sometime next year. So not bad. I gotta fix what JJ did though. I'll be back. Alright guys, so here is the green stalks, and we, as you can see, the squirrels have done a number on the green stalk, which I told you is gonna happen. And I want to say, because of it, I don't think I'm gonna get 200 and whatever it was of the onions, but that's okay. As long as I get something, I'm all right with that, you see. So as long as they regrow, do their thing, even though the squirrels have done a number on the green stalks, I'm hoping they just come back to life, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's too early to tell. Clearly the winter is coming, so the freeze is gonna put all of these onions, I guess, in dormant when the freeze comes, which you already had 2, but at least they're getting started. You see, look at this one. Look at my baby onion. No. So let's put it back in there. Here was beets. We cleared it all up. We have potatoes in here. We have potatoes in here. You see, these potatoes haven't grown yet, and it was the same potatoes I had in the other one. We cleaned this out. That was the baby tomatoes, or the cherry tomatoes. Here's more green stalk with more kill from the squirrels. Digging the stuff. But as you can see, they're still growing. I mean, some of them are still doing great, so that's not bad.
It's not dead. Yeah.
I'm hoping the Swiss chard comes back to life.
He's playing dead. He's
so it's
not dead.
Bad.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's the containers. We cleaned them all up. Obviously, you see the squirrels doing their thing. But some of these we're not sure what we're gonna do with yet. So clearly we try to kill whatever grass goes in there. The sooner the better. See, squirrels. So they're all cleaned out, ready to go. This is gonna die and come back to life. That's my honeysuckle tree. It does every year. More grass growing. So last year I brought these berries inside the house, and I think that's what happened. So I'm leaving them out this year to see if JJ, give me my glove again, to see if they come back to life next year. All the berries dried, and I think it died And I think it's because of I brought them inside. Now here's the garlic. So you can see they're growing, but eventually they'll go dormant as well until next year. As you can see, the squirrels have been doing a number on them. So I just gotta fix it up. Hopefully they did not kill all my garlic. Some of them have not grown yet. My glove. I need it. Hopefully some of it will still grow. So don't forget, it was 7 cloves of garlic in each bag. So if every single one of them grows, it'll be great. Right?
These are the garlics from the front?
Yeah, that's all the garlic.
From the front yard?
What? This garlic? No.
You planted it?
So we just have to fix it around where, you know, they dug the hole. And hopefully, I don't know why he thinks there's garlic in the front. I didn't plant any garlic in the front, but let him be. So each bucket that's black has 7 cloves of garlic in there to grow. So even if I get, let's say like this one 5, I'm still doing pretty good. This one looks like 2 is growing, 2 is growing. So it looks like, you know, most of them have at least 1 in it. So yep. So it's 18 bags times 7. You do the math because I'm horrible with math. Bring that. Now this side here, don't forget we just cleared out the ginger from there. And I cleaned up all the stuff that was here. I have leeks that's growing. And clearly, I don't know what this is, but it looked, ow, it looked like it's prickly, and I think it's coming from, not sure, but here's the leeks. The leeks is growing from the leeks, so I'm gonna leave it in there till next year and let it grow a little bit more, and then I'll take it down and I'll freeze it. I have a lot of leek. Last year was my leek year, and I put, I think, about 8 leeks, and that was enough. That was way too much leek for us. Don't touch it, that has spikes. The borage did great. This thing overpowered this whole entire section, but it brought the bees, and that's what we wanted. Except that's not what JJ wants.
No.
And we cleaned up this whole entire area. Alright, our front bed here, we cleaned up everything. I've been saving my marigold seeds. I got plenty of them seeds. I don't have to buy those seeds anymore. Oh, I forgot. We had this potato in here. I'm just gonna take out the good potatoes. I'm gonna put the plant back. JJ, potatoes! Look!
That's why I'm here.
You show Papoose the other potatoes?
Yeah.
Alright. He said good job?
He said okay.
Oh, okay.
He said
And we're just putting the plant back. I mean, I won't be here. Maybe. Who knows? I guess the new owners can go ahead. So we had 8 plants of potatoes. Count how many potatoes we got, JJ, in the bucket. So all these seeds of marigold. Yeah.
Potatoes inside here.
You got a lot of potatoes inside of there. I want you to count them. Count the potatoes.
1, 2, 3.
So all of these are seeds. And I've been collecting them all.
I need to count.
Yes, count it. Count your seed, your...
1, 2.
Tell you this, marigold, I think for a pack of like 50, I paid like $3 for it.
10.
So now I don't have to buy any more seeds, because guess what? Unless I want a different color, I've been saving them.
21, 22.
I've been saving them, people, saving them. 20 what?
22.
According to JJ, so 8 plants gave us 22 potatoes. There you go.
I counted my best. But actually, I just counted my best. That's why we have to check inside to see
If it's true,
yeah.
JJ wants us to double check his numbers. This one right here was my favorite. It was like a bright yellow. So I'm tending to gravitate more towards this one to grab as much seed. So you got to grab these. You see these that are dry? Go around this side and grab them on this side.
Over here. Okay.
Yeah, but I like this flower more. So you got to come over here. You see this one right here? This one was my favorite. So we got to grab these. And this one. You can grab that one too.
Oh, I just picked up.
Oh, no. Throw it. You can throw it so it can grow next year. Just throw it. But don't break them. They have to stay in the pod. Okay? Try not to break it. You got to try not to break it. So go pick all the dry ones that are in this one and this one. And you have to be careful because you need it to, they have to be dried.
These are dried and they'll see.
Yeah, but don't break the seed. I need them in the pod. Don't break the, you see what I mean, JJ? This is when you get in trouble and then I have to send you inside the house because you're not listening.
Okay, I'll try.
He gets in trouble all the time, people, all the time because he doesn't listen. He keeps breaking the pods.
See? Okay, I broke.
You broke another one?
No, look at.
No, like this.
Oh. Like this?
See, when they're bending down like this, you just grab the pod.
This one.
Like that.
Down.
You see, the one's bending down. You can't grab the ones bending up because they're not dry.
This one's dry.
Is it dry? Yeah, so like that. You see the pod and then you just throw it in there. All the time, getting in trouble. All the time.
Look at this one's bending.
Yeah, so grab all the dry ones. Save Yaya some money. Because she'll never have to buy seeds when she gets to Tennessee. See, all of these are dry. Here, put it in the bucket. For Yaya. Go. Yaya got it. And then you put it in the bucket.
Next to you?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we can grab more.
Over here with the bins.
You probably got to lift it up. Because look, there's a bunch of them underneath it. You see, there's a bunch of them underneath. So you got to move the plant around. There you go. See, it's right behind you.
This one's dried already. This one's really dry. This one's extra dry.
I got sidetracked.
Oh.
Picking marigold. This one too, JJ, look. This one too, okay?
Okay. Can you stop again?
Well, what are you going to do if I do it for you?
Yeah,
Told you he gets lazy.
you can reach the bottom.
These kids these days. What are we going to do with this new generation that's coming? I try my very best to try to show all the skills that I have learned throughout the years with my kitty poos, but it looks like they don't want to. I don't know what's going to happen with them. There you go. Alright, so the front bed, all it has is marigolds, and I've been collecting them as I go. Pretty soon I'll stop because it'll be too cold, but I got plenty. I think I got a whole entire half-gallon bag full of marigold seeds. Now if you go inside the house and get us the scissors, we can clip this one and put it in the red bucket. Okay? And then the other seeds we've been saving was the zinnia. So I grew, I think those were even more ridiculous. I think I got like a 50 pack for like $5 of different color zinnias. And now this is the seed pods of the zinnias that he's gonna collect. Listen, my grandson is very smart because I forgot that we had planted garlic all the way across here. That's what he was talking about.
Can I try and cut with these?
So let me see the bucket so I can show our friends the buckets
All these seeds.
full of zinnia seeds. That's how he's gonna go clip all the ones from there and he's gonna put them
Tell me what they look like.
just the top flower. That's it. So all these garlics here are growing. The only bad thing about this is depends on next year whether or not we stay or leave. These garlics might not be able to come with me. The only thing I don't know about is the beets. So beets are supposed to be good for winter. The winter seasons, nothing should happen to them except to keep growing. Eventually they do grow flowers and clearly make me beet seed. But I haven't seen that happening yet, so I'm just leaving them alone. I've been picking a few at a time, peeling them and just putting them in the freezer as I go. Only when they're big enough. Some of them are so tiny, look. So Since they're so small, I'm not really pressed the wrong button. Since they're so small, I'm not really too worried. I'm just picking the big one. Come on, go. What are you doing? Hurry up. I'm coming back now. Alright, guys. JJ tries to help, but it's more of a stress for me. But I'm glad that he loves to help, and I don't want to ruin that for him. So I try my very best to try to let him help, but at the same time it's like I need to go inside. It's getting late and I'm getting hungry. See, I still got a load of marigold. Alright guys, so that's it for this season of gardening. That is all. Everything is gonna go to sleep and wake up next year. So before we close this video, right, let's talk about what is our future. So I left everything in buckets. Clearly I didn't put anything in the ground because we don't know what the plans are. So the plans are we're trying our very best to leave to Tennessee, but now with hubby with the stroke plus disability, trying to get all this stuff, you know, ready and that kind of thing is very hard. So in order to get it done for next year, yeah, and we have to sell this house, so it's on a wind, right? So we are actually, I left everything in containers. I'm leaving everything alone because no matter what, I can start my seeds again for next year in the containers. So we're not doing anything with the containers unless we really know what's going to happen. The plans are, he's afraid of a bee. So our plan, if we leave, the plan is we're only gonna take whatever grew, right? So I'm gonna take one of the gallon containers and with a little bit of dirt and replant everything into those, because those I can take with me, right? I can travel with those. And I'm not sure if the moving company will actually take a container with plants, but just in case they don't, then I can put that, you know, in a car, I don't know what car, and drive it to Tennessee when we do move, because clearly we'll be behind the moving truck, right? So whatever car we end up having that we take, rent or whatever to go down there, or rebuy, hubby's thinking about buying a truck, which we are going to need when we get there. We will put it in the back of the pickup truck and then we can take it with us. Now that being said, that means I have a load of dirt that most likely, I know I have some family members who are interested in gardening now, which is great. I mean, I'm glad that I gave everybody the enthusiasm of gardening. So I'm thinking of giving them the dirt if we end up going that route, right? And if we don't, then I have the containers to plant in, right? So I should know more by maybe around March of next year, which all it is I'll know whether or not, right, we are leaving, or if we have to stay like another year or so. So, and then by then I should be able to know what I'm going to do with the dirt, have a better plan on what we're going to do with the containers. I know we're taking all the containers that we have, but they're going to be empty without the dirt, because I'm going to give the dirt to my family members. So that being said, I have to start fresh, but you know, clearly we're in a mountain, there's got to be dirt everywhere. I know we've been in contact with one of our contractors who is helping us clear out where the barn is gonna go. And from my understanding, he's been piling up stuff that he's burning and stuff because he knows we're into gardening. So I know that stuff is gonna be composted in place when we get there. So I will have dirt to fill up the containers again if I need be, right? I believe some of the dirt is clay in some of the areas of the mountain, so clearly I can't do nothing there. But from my understanding from other farmers where we going to live at in the mountain, calling it my mountain, they do things on the ground. So clearly it's probably not perfect soil, but it's good enough soil where I can plant. But I'm still taking my containers because my wish would be that I still grow in my containers for 1 year, just so we see how the land plays in all the seasons, because we've never lived there. We've never been there full-time physically, where we can see what happens in the winter, pure winter, what happens in the fall, what happens in the spring. Every time we've gone to Tennessee, we only gone for a couple of days at a time. So we know that there is seasons, but we don't know like a full entire year, like how it rains and all that good stuff. So my wish will be to grow in all my containers for 1 full year before I decide physically where we want our garden. Now, I do have a plan on how we want our garden. Clearly people are doing yard work and I'm so sorry. And I know I want to do sections, and this is from what I've watched other YouTubers doing, or like I've seen people do, and what works for them. But clearly they live in a different area, so it's something that I want to try, right? And I wanted to do by sections because clearly we still gonna have chickens. Clearly not a load of chickens because hubby can only do certain things, but we will still have a few laying chickens and stuff like that. So my thinking is I can throw the chickens in a certain area to do their thing, and then have the other area with the plants, and then rotate as I go with the chickens and with the plants. So that's the plan. That's sort of like the vision that I have. So I'm not sure how that's gonna work. We'll see, I guess, right? We'll see. So this is my final garden tour, my final garden video, a little update on what's gonna happen next year. So I will do my starts depending on what we're doing. You better close that window right now.
It's still out there.
Yes, I know, but close the window. And we will see together on how it goes. But thank you for watching. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next one.